Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the BettorOff Hockey Podcast, episode 8. As always, we're happy to be here. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow the Instagram page. Of course, go download the BettorOff app. We're getting that moving, so go download that. Yep. And something a little new, we're on TikTok now.
Oh, yes.
So what me and Noah like to do is, we haven't gotten a chance to do it, but we like making our picks for the week, you know. Look at the odds, pick a couple regular season games, pick winners, over-unders, all sorts of stuff. So what we're going to do is every Friday night, Saturday morning, we're going to post a video with a couple picks each of us. It could be player props, money line, game spread, over-under. And you guys, I want you guys to take our advice, trust us, and go take our picks and go make them yourselves. So that's going to start this coming Friday.
Yeah, we might do some parlays.
Yeah, exactly.
There's going to be everything. When the season progresses, we'll have our predictions for the award winners. Yeah. And just keep an eye out for the TikTok. Yeah, exactly. Keep an eye out for the TikTok account because we're going to start posting there.
Yeah, go check it out.
Once again, another week goes by. Another week of hockey, baby.
As always.
NHL is now in full swing. So I think that kind of sucks, though. Everybody's getting COVID in the NHL. Kind of starting back. Let's hope that goes away. But I mean, listen, we've spoken about this guy every week. No, it's not Jack Eichel. It's Alexander Ovechkin.
Alexander Ovechkin.
A grade 8. Decided to break another record. Has broken the goal record once again. Has now passed Brett Hall to 4th all time. He's now at 742 goals. I mean, listen, there's nothing. It's pretty self-explanatory. The guy's 36 years old. The guy is an absolute machine. Just puts the puck in the back of the net. A grizzled veteran, still doing exactly what he needs to do. He is insane. That's it. That's all. He's insane.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, there's really no explanation to this.
No.
Why is he capable of doing this?
I don't know.
He has 12 goals, 12 assists in however many games. I want to say 15 or 16.
Yeah.
It's not normal. He's 36 years old. He should not be playing at this pace. He should not be breaking records like this. And I feel like 3-4 weeks ago, he passed someone else to become 5th of all time.
He did. He just keeps passing and passing.
And now he passed Brett Hall. We saw Brett Hall posted a video.
Very nice.
Sincere video. Congratulate him, which was nice to see. So he's on number 4 now. I know Gretzky's records, I want to say 890 something.
It's like 898, I think, or 842. I know it's a big gap, but
he's 36 years old. He's signed till he's 40. I mean, it's nice to see. He's scoring all these goals now, so the pace won't have to be this crazy when he's 38, 39 if he's still playing. But I think he's going to break it. I've been a believer that he's going to break it.
He's going to break it.
I know you think so, yeah. Anyway, so we're going to get off the topic of Ovi. We'll talk about him later again.
So we've kind of been talking about the same teams for the past years. We've been talking about Florida, Carolina, Tampa, Montreal, Toronto.
The classics.
And Chicago. Let's change up a bit, right? Let's talk about the teams that are really playing a lot better than they should be, and the players that are performing. So you want to start with Anaheim, or you want to start?
Let's start with Anaheim. We'll start with Anaheim. Anaheim is 8-4-3,
but they're 6-1-3 in their last.
And they're on a 6-game win streak. Yeah. So they've won the last 6.
Yeah.
And before the season, I do remember we both kind of agreed to this. They were in a I don't want to say easy division, but they were in one of the easier divisions.
Yes,
you know, Seattle, LA, teams like that. We knew Vegas was at the top.
Yeah.
Colorado's in that division. Pretty sure. No. Okay. Well, Vegas.
No, it's a Vegas and Edmonton at the top.
Edmonton, right?
And then there's Calgary, Vancouver,
right?
And then Anaheim sounds
right.
LA.
So we said, other than Vegas and Edmonton, it's going to be a toss-up to see who makes the playoffs.
Yes, we did say that.
We both said that Anaheim and LA were teams that could really prove themselves.
That's what happens the best of us.
Yeah. So Anaheim is, of course, 8-4-3, won their last 6, and guys like Troy Terry coming out of nowhere. Troy Terry, we knew he was, a prospect, but he never broke out. He's now 24 years old, but he was never a top pick or anything.
He was kind of like that guy where you're like, ooh, he'd be a really good third liner, a low end second liner, but now
a piece that a team could build around.
Yeah, exactly.
Not the centerpiece, but a team that Anyway, so he has, I want to say, 19 points in 14 games. Crazy. He's on a crazy pace. No, he's not a rookie. He's been playing. He's 24 years old. That's what's surprising. He never broke free. I think this is his
a breakout year.
Third season, I want to say.
Yeah.
But Troy Terry's been unreal. Getzlaf has been great. 15 points.
Still.
Fowler and Shattenkirk have been great. 1-2 punch.
Yeah. I mean, John Gibson.
Great.
John Gibson's still a beast. I still think he's a
7-2.
He's a top goalie in the NHL in my opinion. He just needs to have a bit of a team around him. I mean, listen, every goalie every goalie, if they have a team that's decent around them, if
Yeah.
you're a good goalie, you're a good goalie. Everybody
Exactly.
knows John Gibson is a top goalie in the NHL. And I want this guy to like make it into the playoffs and make it far because he is really good.
You know, you always talk about you love bringing in the Olympics, and John Gibson will make Team U.S.
Oh, 100%.
Is that a lock?
Yeah. I think him and Hellebuck are the one too.
Yeah, okay. I just want to...
Unless we're missing somebody.
No, we're missing a couple people, but I just want to talk about that.
I love the Olympics.
But, so, Gibson was signed a few years ago when Anaheim was in the dumps. Sorry, take that back. When Anaheim was at the last leg of them being good, because they made the conference final that one year, and then they just completely fell off. And Gibson's been with them throughout this whole experience.
Yeah.
And Gibson has one more year left after this year. He's making $5 million. But they signed Gibson to be a piece to help win them the cup.
Yeah.
But now they're going to have to re-sign Gibson to kind of be the piece they build around.
Because he's
going to have to be the veteran.
Well, but then they have a good system. They've got Isaac Lundstrom, they've got Zegras, they've got now Troy Terry. They've just got guys left, right, Drysdale. So I mean, they're gonna really be a good team. He's gonna probably want to re-sign.
He's gonna want big money too.
Yeah, I mean the Ducks. It's nice to see. It's a team like this. Ryan Getzlaff, I love that guy. I want him to make the playoffs this year. I want him to be on a team that could make it playoffs, maybe make it deep, maybe not.
And you know
make
what?
An impact.
He wasn't gonna re-sign. There was talks about him going after teams like the Islanders, Toronto. And he decided to, he's been the captain there. He's been the veteran. He wants to stay there, help these young guys build.
Yeah.
And they have a winning record now. He's tearing it up, so it's great to see. He's on the first line, first power play, getting minutes.
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Team Canada? I'm kidding. I like bringing that up.
That's what I say about Andrew Mangiapane.
Yeah.
Stop.
Come on.
That. Okay. Let's go to the other team that's doing well.
Yeah. Very well.
Underratedly, the Nashville Predators. They're 8-1-1 in their past 10 games. Matt Duchene has 8 goals on the year. He's got 16 points in 5 games. Roman Yossi's got 16 in 15 games. Oh, sorry, not 5 games, 15 games. 15. And then you have Mikhail Granlund, 16 and 15. I mean, listen, I want to start off with Matt Duchene. Sorry, he has 9 goals, correction. But Matt Duchene. When Seattle was picking their team this summer, I had Matt Duchene going to that team, and I was saying he's going to be like the William Karlsson.
Yeah.
He's going to be the guy that's going to... the James Neal, sorry, not the William Karlsson. Excuse me.
Or the William Karlsson.
Same thing. He's going to score. He's going to be a beast. He's going to have a resurgence. He needs a change of scenery.
I agree.
Now, I never did say that he was going to be good enough to do this on Nashville, and I was wrong. But Matt Duchene has always had the talent. He's just been injured, and it's nice to see him kind of have his...
not a breakout year because he's been there, just a resurgence, like you said. He's putting up points. He's in a good... He seems like he's in a good place. Nashville's doing well. It's nice to see.
Yeah, and let's talk about their goalie.
UC Saros, what a beast. He's won 7 of his last 8. Hasn't led more than 2 goals in any of those wins. Even lost. That one loss hasn't led more than 2 goals. Early candidate for Vezina, I'd say.
Yeah,
maybe
he's up there.
Maybe not there yet. But so the thing is with him, towards the end of last year, he finally picked it up. Yeah, he was one of the top goalies. Started off this year not slow, just the first few games was getting blown out a bit. Nashville wasn't great yet. Yeah, they weren't that good. And then the second he started playing really good is when Nashville really took off. Yeah. And yeah, it's great to see when a decent team, like you said, has a great goalie behind them, a young goalie who just got signed this offseason. So, I mean...
But I didn't know he was going to be this good. I didn't think... I don't know if they knew it because they drafted Askarov.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
So did they know this guy?
They did know because... Whoa. So, Pecorino was their guy. Pecorino was their guy for years,
Yeah, of course.
And in recent years, Saros has just been sitting behind Pecorino, playing. And whenever he played, he was one of those backups that had great numbers, but just never stole the job because Pecorino was one of the top goalies, right?
Yeah, he's always top guy.
And so they kind of pushed Pecorino, they said, Pekka, your time has come,
Pekka,
go enjoy life, retire. Yeah. We have our guy here. You helped us tremendously, but it's time. Saros comes up, just starts killing it. And I mean, he's their only goalie, so it makes sense to go draft a guy like Askarov. We've seen what a great 1-2 punch can do. But I'm not sure where Saros came from. I just remember him being that backup behind Pecorino and stealing games. And
maybe it's like Bobrovsky Spencer Knight situation.
Yeah, it could be.
But now Spencer Knight's having a tough year.
Tough year.
It seems...
Let's transition to Florida at this point.
Okay, no, but here's something... I want to talk about this Spencer Knight thing. It's... for goalies, it's kind of a reoccurring thing that's been happening. Listen,
I've been saying this.
Carter Hart, insane first year, terrible second, great this year. Jordan Binnington,
He is great this year.
great first year, won the cup. Pretty bad second
below
year,
average.
very good this year.
That's true.
Spencer Knight, amazing first year, pretty bad this year. We don't know what's gonna happen.
And the thing is with Knight is, so I didn't see him having an off year because of these. No, I did, but not because of these reasons. I thought they were going to overplay him, sit Bob as the backup, and just play Knight. But it's the opposite.
Yeah.
And why is Knight, like, he's not playing many games?
No.
Maybe he's a goalie that needs to play many games for him to get going.
I don't know, but he's not playing well.
But he has a 3.28 goals against average and an 870 something save percentage. He has a winning record, but that's just because the team's good. But he's playing horrid.
Yeah, he's not playing that good.
Horrid.
He's been getting lit up. I mean, listen, maybe I don't know what he needs to do, but when he played, Bobovsky was out for about a week or so, and Knight played those like 3-4 games. He didn't play well.
He was awful. He was letting him 3-4 goals a game.
So I don't know, but maybe it's just an off year. Like I said, maybe that point.
I guess
sense.
this might just be a trend.
Yeah,
that we're starting to see.
Is there somebody else that's done it? Did Gibson do it? I don't remember.
Oh, I can't remember that. I'm sure. It happens in every sport. The sophomore slump.
Sophomore is a very big thing.
We honestly thought, personally, I'll bring someone else into this, but when the season started, I thought Suzuki was going to be the guy to have a sophomore slump. You know, he started off really bad, had a great first year, but he's picked it up. But I think it's more with his goalie trend.
I said Caulfield's going to have a sophomore slump, and look
but
at
Caulfield's still considered a rookie.
Yeah, but okay, fair enough.
But no, you're right. I think it's more of a trend with goalies, and it's something to keep an eye on for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, listen, that's Nashville and Anaheim. I mean, a team, I know it's my favorite team, but kind of a team I want to touch on is Ottawa.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because Drake Batherson, this guy's got 16 points in 14 games.
He had 2 goals and 2 assists
last night. He's been, I knew he was this good. I knew that him and Josh Norris and Kachuk are legit. Now, I did mention Tim Stützle. Tim Stützle's got all the skill in the world. The problem is this guy's too soft on the puck. I mean, listen, I don't want to get too much into it.
But he finally scored.
But he finally scored his
first goal.
So, I mean, but those guys, like, they're a legit core. And watch out for Ottawa because we're going to be good. And Philip Gustafsson in Nets is a stud. This guy is like a 935 save percentage.
Is he playing good?
He's got a 935 save percentage. You tell me.
Because I remember last year when
932.
Yeah, I remember last year when he played. He was very, very good.
He was like 6-1-0.
But Matt Murray was still, the guy. They signed him, which is fair.
They signed him there. They're going to play him. And I want them to keep Gustafsson and
I agree
Murray.
With that.
But they keep keeping Anton Forsberg for some reason.
It's kind of weird.
I mean, Ottawa's management, I think, needs to change. I don't like
but
Smith.
let them take their time with Gustafsson because we saw goalies, like the 3 guys you just mentioned, that they rush in and then they fall off a bit. They come back, but they fall off. Let Gustafsson take his time. Become an elite prospect. Dominate the AHL and then find his way up into the NHL.
Yeah, no, but listen, at the end of the day, I like what Ottawa's doing. They brought up Bernard Docker, they brought up Lassie Thompson. I mean, they're finally having some guys that can play D there and Shabbat. And I mean, listen, if I wasn't such a fan, I think we'd talk about them more.
I agree.
Because I am more biased, but I like what I'm seeing.
You know what? We're talking about our teams. You just brought up Ottawa briefly. We'll bring up the Tampa Bay Lightning briefly because something happened that just kind of sparked them to come to my mind. So they played Saturday night.
Florida, right?
Carolina.
No,
Florida. Yes, correct. Florida. They beat them 2-1 in overtime, or 3-2.
It was 3-2.
3-2 in overtime. And I mean, they're without Kucherov. And they continue just.
Yeah.
They're unreal. The depth that they have, even after losing their whole third line. Does that say something about John Cooper?
I was gonna say.
Does it say something about Vasilevsky? Their decor.
I think it's John Cooper. I think it's John Cooper, and you know who it is? Steven Stamkos.
I agree.
I think it's those two. Cooper is insane of a coach.
You know what? I feel like Steven Stamkos is. Yeah, he's putting up points. He's top 15 in the league in points. He's doing unreal. But I feel like Steven Stamkos, he's the captain. He's the leader on the ice, leader off the ice. I feel like he's like an assistant coach to John Cooper.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I mean?
I don't know, but I think Cooper's insane. Like he is. I know we're gonna bring it up again. He's coaching Team Canada. If he's not coaching, it's ridiculous.
Well, Barry Trotz.
Right, that was good. No, but I think they want a bit more.
Yeah,
offense,
Cooper.
You know? It's
Cooper's
the
been the guy to.
Olympics, yeah.
But they're also like Trotz and Cooper are very good friends.
Yeah, they're gonna
So
coach. Yeah,
they'll
they'll
tag
rip.
team that
They'll,
for sure.
Yeah, they're gonna tear it up. But like that's like another thing. I think John Cooper's the best coach in the NHL. Actually, him or Barry Trotz, they're 1 and 2. I think
And
maybe Trotz could be 1. I don't know. I go back and forth.
I think the management, Julian Breezeball, has done a great role of taking over Steve Yzerman, getting players locked up.
Yeah.
You saw they just signed Braden Point to 8 times $9 million contract. And Braden Point, not only does he put up points, not only is he great defensively, he's a killer out there. He's the heart and soul of that team.
Fight?
He dropped the gloves with Patrick Hornfist. This guy's 5'8", 5'9". Buddy, you're a star player. What are you doing? Keep your mitts on.
Hornfist was beating the wheels off him, and then Point was like screwing and just started pounding him.
Yeah.
It was insane.
And
I loved
was
it.
just punching his helmet to shreds.
I loved it.
And break his hand.
I loved it though. Like, good for Braden Point.
Yeah.
Way to stick up for yourself. Way to stick up for your teammates.
It just sparks the fire under the squad.
That Florida versus Tampa. I want to
Series,
see that.
yeah.
I want to see that in the
A
playoffs.
rematch?
Yeah. Remember last year?
Oh, yeah. It was
Last
great.
year was great.
Went to 6 games.
What was the game? It was like the greatest game. It was
Oh, my God. It was like 6-5.
Yeah.
It was 6-5 in overtime.
Yeah.
And actually, I think Point scored the winner in OT.
They really
yeah.
did it? Yeah.
Speaking of clutch, that's clutch. Let's get off Tampa. I'm having
Tampa's
too much fun
dirty.
talking about
Mark, something small. Mark Stone's back.
Mark Stone is back after missing, 3 weeks? 4 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Pretty ironic how
Significant,
Eichel goes on LTIR and then Stone gets back off. But
Stone wasn't on LTIR, though.
yeah, he was.
No, Pacioretty was.
No, they both were.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, they both were. That's why I had to the money.
That's true.
Stone makes
That's fair.
Yeah, it's all
Fine.
the money.
But again, we don't want to. You said the
Drop my
name.
head.
You said the name. You said Eichel. I don't want to talk about him, but look how happy that guy is. Come
so
on.
Happy.
Come
So
on.
happy.
Good for the kid. Good for him.
Yeah, he's happy. The Leafs, they've been playing a bit better hockey, but
No, they're playing good. Matthews is unreal, scoring goals. He scored a beautiful OT winner Friday night, I think it was.
something we need to speak about. I think we haven't spoken about them, but Seattle.
Seattle's been bad.
They've been bad.
They've been bad. 4-9-3.
4-9-1.
4-9-1.
Or something. But
Yeah, they're 4-9.
Grubauer is
Listen, we both said
Not
it.
the guy.
Grubauer was not the guy.
Not.
We both said
We
it to
said it.
begin with. He's not the guy.
It was a forced signing.
It was a forced signing for sure, but it shouldn't have been forced because there was options.
Yeah.
You know, in the draft, that's what I don't get.
I don't get it either. There's who were there?
There was sorry.
There's like Vitek Vanacek.
Yeah, Capo Kakinen, sorry,
yeah.
on Minnesota. But even a guy like Holtby, just bring the guy in.
Talbot.
Yeah, no, Talbot they protected.
Did they protect them?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, it was a forced signing, and they gave him $5 million, close to 6, I think, actually.
Yeah, it was because like
For-
5.9.
Yeah. But for 5 years it was, or 4 years.
I like it.
I don't like it, and it's a contract that's going to hurt them. They're not going to be good for a while. I mean, yeah, they're going to have a top pick again. But it was a forced signing, and it sucks to see. But even Chris Drieger, who was signed for like $3 million to be a backup goalie, this guy barely plays.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Put the guy between the pipes. You signed him for $3.5 million.
Yeah, they're a little lost in that organization. I think Jordan Eberle actually.
He's playing good.
He's playing very
He
good.
has, he's top on that team in points. Jaden Schwartz is up there. McCann's a point per game. He's missed a couple.
So many. He's missed a lot.
He has 9 games played, 9 points.
Yeah.
But Seattle, you know, I was one who said, you know, they could make a splash. They could be like Vegas, but we're seeing that's not happening. And like Noah said, the second, 15 to 20 games start to hit is when you know, okay, this team's going to stay like this. This team's going to stay like this.
Like we know now, like Ottawa's going to stay like this. LA is going to stay hot like this. We know, like San Jose, they've dropped, right?
San Jose's dropped, but I mean, let's stick with Seattle. Seattle's going to stay like this. It's a
Seattle's
bottom
gonna
team.
stay like this, like
They'll
this
have a
team's-
lottery pick, and
Yeah.
they deserve it because no one expected
Buffalo's
this.
finally coming back to earth. They're
Yeah,
gonna stay like
honestly,
this.
Detroit's been pretty solid. But Detroit isn't that bad.
They're not that bad.
They are not that
They're
bad.
Not. I love Nadal. Oh my
but he
God. How do you
hasn't
say
been
his
that
name?
Nedeljkovic.
Right.
But he hasn't been that good. Thomas Greiss has actually been pretty good.
I love Nedeljkovic when I heard his
They're,
name.
they're splitting games. They're both playing solid.
Mort
They've got
Seider.
Mort Seider on D.
So
They
good.
they signed Nick Leddy.
They did.
They have Nick Leddy on D.
They have Larkin's finally playing well.
Larkin. Raymond.
Larkin got a hat trick last night.
Yeah. Let's not forget though, Tyler Bertuzzi.
Oh yes.
He doesn't play a lot. And you know why he doesn't play a lot?
Why?
He doesn't have his vaccine passport, so he doesn't play in Montreal, doesn't play in Toronto, etc., etc.
Oh really?
Yeah, and he's still top of the league in points. And on a per game basis, he's one of the best players in the league.
Really?
If you go look at the numbers, yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know it was that good.
They're 8-6-2, I think.
You don't need your vaccine passport in the States?
Sorry?
I guess you don't need it in the States.
No, you don't.
Oh, that's not good though. He's in like the Canadian division. All the Canadian teams, like not all. There's 3 of them in there. There's
He's
Ottawa.
in the Atlantic. You're saying, yeah.
There's Ottawa, Montreal, and Toronto.
Yeah.
Well, that's a him problem, not us. But
yeah, but that's a big hit to Detroit. Like, if you're their management, push this guy.
I would push him.
Yeah, it's nice to have something you believe in and stick with it. But
I wonder. I don't know. Maybe does he have a health problem that could cause complications? You never know.
But we won't get into that. We won't.
No,
but sorry, I talked about how we're nearing the 5th away mark of the season.
Yeah.
14, 15, 16 games of playing. That's close to 20% of the season.
Yeah.
So let's start with it. We wanted to do something a little different. So for the last little segment of this, let's talk about
awards. So let's do your awards, and then let's do my awards.
Yeah.
Right, so you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go
So we just did the 3 kind of major ones.
So we did the Hart Trophy, of course.
Yep.
The Norris, so D-Man of the Year, and then Vezina, Goalie of the Year.
Yeah.
So let's do 1-1-1. So let's start with Goalie. So goalie I have started off hot, still looking very good. Has a 1.77 goals against average, 9.3 save percentage, 1 shutout, and he has a 9-2 record. Plays on Carolina, Frederick Anderson. Yeah. This guy, it's not so much I'm picking this guy because he's my only option or, he's by far the best goalie in the league, but it's more, I kind of feel for this guy. He got so much slack in Toronto from the media and all that no one wanted to give him money. He came to Carolina, got what he got, and he's just proving himself to be a top goalie in the league, like he once was. And it's nice to see. And I'm not picking him out of pity. I do think he's one of the best goalies in the league right now. But there's guys like Saros, like I mentioned, Shesterkin, Markstrom. But I wanted to go with Anderson for this reason. He deserves it. He's playing great, and you know what? It's nice to see.
Take it away. Go Norris and Hart.
Norris, yeah, okay. So Norris, me and Noah gave this guy a lot of slack when he won this trophy last year. Mm-hmm. Adam Fox, we said, he was on the power play. He racked up too many points on the PP. Played with Panarin and been a jet. How can't you pick up assists like that, But now he's turned on the role that he's scoring goals. He has, 4 goals, a total of 15 points in 14 games, over a point per game, more points than Panarin. Plays close to 25 minutes a game, which is up there in minutes per game by defensemen. And, again, I'm giving this award to him at the 5th away mark of the season because I think he deserves it after what we said about him, And he's one of the best D's in the league. Let's not forget.
He's very good. I didn't realize how good
he's very good. And I watch his highlights. Like, I don't just see points, I've seen the highlights. I've seen some of his goals, and he just skates end to end like he's playing in a junior league.
His skating is beautiful.
It's great. And he's not even a liability defensively like I thought he was.
No.
Anyways, on to the Hart Trophy. People are going to say Draisaitl. People are going to say McDavid. People are going to say this, that, this. But you can't pick. You just can't pick one. So that's why I'm going with my guy, Alex Ovechkin. 12 points, 12 assists, 24 points this year. 3rd in points in the NHL.
He is your guy.
He's my guy. I have this guy on my fantasy team. And I just can't not pick him. The guy's 36. We talked about it. He shouldn't be doing this, but he's doing it. And let's not forget this. Interesting fact. Not only is he picking up points, he's 2nd in the league in plus minus. So another stat that
that's pretty good. So my so I'm gonna go with my 3. So my Vezina winner is Jacob Markstrom.
You love this guy.
He is a 5-3-3. He's got a 1.81 goals against average and a 935 save percentage. I think that Calgary team is not that good of a team. He is the backbone. He is a beast. I love this guy. He is an absolute tank in net, and he's also going to start for Team Sweden, by the way.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think so. Let me give some background to this pick. So, last year, we've talked about it. So when me and Noah started to do some sports wagering.
Oh, yeah.
I remember getting a text from Noah beginning of the year, around this point, actually.
It was around this point.
And he sends me a screenshot of a bet slip he made with Jacob Markstrom to win the Vezina.
I did.
Great odds, like 7-1, so 100 to win 700. Forget the money you put, but it doesn't matter.
I don't think 100.
You were so confident about that bet.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it can happen, definitely happen. It's a good bet, good odds.
But then he got hurt.
You take that bet. Then he got hurt, and then throughout the whole season, he wasn't the same. And I remember you still hold on to that.
I still hold on. I'm still pissed about that. I love Jacob Markstrom. I still think he can win it this year. But that's another story. My Norris is the man. I'm sorry I don't like Fox, but it's Roman Yossi. He is
That's
on
100%
and that
fine.
same situation as Markstrom, where he's on a weaker team. He's the reason why they're winning games, and he is so good. He's got 16 and 15. He's a two-way defenseman. He's the best Switzerland player of all time.
That's true.
Block
That's literally
shots.
true.
He blocks a lot of shots. I don't know if you see this, but
He
he
does.
is a good player. Now, my heart, you may rip me for this, but for me, it's still Connor McDavid.
I can never rip
this
you. No
guy
one
is
can ever rip you.
25 points in 13 games. Like, it's McDavid. This guy's insane. Like, yes, Ovi's great and all. I mean, but if you're going MVP, if you're going the reason why this team's doing well, like, it's Connor McDavid. This guy's a generational talent. He's going to hit like 150 points in 82 games. So, I mean,
But so's Draisaitl, and that's what's crazy.
fair enough. But I don't know. I think McDavid is just.
You know what? I can't. Like I said, no one can disagree with that statement. McDavid is 100% one of the best player in the league. But it's tough because he won't get this award as much as he should because of Draisaitl, and because Draisaitl will always be right next to him in points.
It's vice versa. Draisaitl
No,
never
but
really-
it goes for McDavid too.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm saying so for both of them.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yes, exactly. But you see this in the NBA. LeBron James is the best player in the league.
Yeah.
He should win MVP every single year.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big basketball guy, but that's just, it's a known fact.
the
The guy's the
reality.
best in the league, but he'll never get it every year.
It's just like Mike Trout in baseball.
Yeah, exactly. And, McDavid, you can't complain. The guy's the best player in the world. Generational talent.
So
I mean, he is. He is the
you want to
MVP.
hear my dark horse MVP?
Yeah.
Kyle Connor.
Ooh, okay.
He is. It probably won't happen, but he's my dark horse. Keep an eye out.
Right now, he's a candidate. I would put him up there.
He's got 19 and 14. He's been a beast.
You know what? I just realized. Why not Roman Yossi as a candidate
for MVP?
for MVP?
I think that's too no. Really.
Why not? Over a point per game. Plays crazy minutes. The captain on an average team.
I mean, that can definitely happen. But
I just wanted. You said dark horse. I threw it out there.
that's your dark horse. That's okay. That's your dark. Those are both our dark horse. I think they're very big dark horses. But I think Kyle Connor's been an underrated player this year, and that's those. I think we have pretty good picks. I think
for
they're
sure.
gonna hit.
You know what? Now I'm kind of have that Roman Yossi for MVP stuck in my head. I'm gonna stick to
do
that.
you?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to that.
That was pretty quick.
No, because I just looked at the paper and I saw he's over a point per game.
Yeah, guys, we have no. Sorry, we're a little harder. I mean, listen. So that's basically what's going on this week. That's pretty important. Listen, it's mid-November now.
This is where it gets fun. This is where it gets
this
fun.
is where-
Every week, more and more
every week
happens.
gets
There's
more
more to talk
exciting.
about.
Guys are coming off and on IR. I mean, actually, I just got announced moments ago that Sidney Crosby has been activated off the COVID list, and he is back.
Let's hope
That's good for Pittsburgh. They've got Sid. They've got everybody back besides Malkin. They're gonna start winning games.
Yeah, they need to
see
start
next
winning.
week.
But well, that's something to talk about next week. We'll end it off here. Let's just say again, make sure to like and subscribe. TikTok. Stay tuned. Stay tuned to TikTok. BettorOff is the title of the TikTok page.
Yeah.
So stay tuned to that. And if you're a gambler, if you're a wagerer on sports, hockey specifically, go check out the TikTok. And it's not just hockey. There's football. There's everything. Not baseball, but there's soccer. Everything. So check it out. Of course, download the BettorOff app, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, everybody have a great week.
Take care, guys.